It's honestly, we feel like we're daydreaming, playing this all again for you, and it's just, yeah. The twins got married. Kyle and I have very wonderful girlfriends. Tom had a baby. Tom's done well. Tom's got another baby on the way. What, and you? How's it going? We'll catch up later. We just can't believe we get to fall in love some more with you guys.
Let's fall in love some more forever and another road boathouse and nothing like me. Let's fall in love some more.
Nick Archibald from the Top 40 on 5 here, and genuinely, I can't believe this is happening. This is wild for me. I started my radio career in 2016, so I only had about a year and a bit of these guys performing in and around the Western Cape to go and watch them. Never actually got the chance, but today, in 2024, who would have thought that I'd be sitting with one of the greatest indie pop bands, if not the greatest in South Africa, Bairre. Carl, Nick, thanks so much for joining us. How you guys doing?
Thank you, Nick. We're ecstatic. We just came off stage at Lodge on the Lawn, and yeah, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Listen, so I don't know. I mean, I got super emotional watching you guys, and I could see the emotions sort of building up. And you guys have gone through this once before, and coming back. Why now? What happened to get us to the point where you would have two performances, one at home pretty much in Cape Town, and then here in Johannesburg as well?
I live in London at the moment, and Kyle's in Cape Town, Julia's in Copenhagen, Tessa's Cape Town, Tom's also Cornwall. So we're all scattered around the globe, and we were all coming down for like the kind of holiday period, see family and things, and then whenever we do that, we kind of catch up. And I don't know, it started with like a kind of Zoom call, and we were like, we should probably start talking about that reunion show happening in like, we said 10 years or something, I think. We were going to do one in 10 years, so we're like, maybe we should just like talk it out. Are we still going to do that? Like, and then while talking about this, we're like, cool, close that door. And then Kirstenbosch and Large on the Lawn reached out, and we were like, well, that's fortuitous. That's quite weird. We were just discussing it. And
So our grandparents will not shut up. Every year, when you're doing a reunion, So this is mainly just to
shut those grandparents up.
I love that. I mean, I also think like, you know, the way the crowd moves, and I don't know if you've noticed it, I'm sure you've seen it. What blows my mind, I mean, it was 7 years ago, and we got all your hits between, you know, 2012, 2017, those 5 years where you guys were literally the greatest. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, everywhere you go, Bairre. And now you look in the crowd, there's, you know, 14, 15-year-olds who are vibing to your shows. They were 8, 9 years old when you guys broke up for the first time. So talk to me about that. Like, is there a party that goes, maybe in the future, maybe even, you know, 5, 6 years down the line, there's still a market for this. There's still people out there waiting for new music.
I was expecting it just to be like Bali's, like people our age, kind of a nostalgic like reunion show. And the crowds have all just been like, yeah, they must have been teens when we ended the band, and somehow the music's just like, God bless the internet, has still like kept going, and people are like connecting with it after that. And that was actually, I didn't think about it before, but doing these reunion shows to be able to play to that like audience who'd never seen us, there's so many people who come to us and been like, I didn't think I'd ever get to see you live, and it's like, that's been special, hey?
Yeah, I didn't even know. We met someone earlier who was 9 when we split up, and that blows my mind. Can you even listen to music when you're 9?
No, I don't think so.
I've had a little bit too much Bairre, feeling like a lover, never gonna be enough. Meet me at the Bungalow, don't tell everyone, you know, you've been acting so strange since you reached a certain age.
On the Top 40 on 5, we've built a thing called The Story Behind. It's a feature where we sit down with artists, we get the story behind specific songs. And this one, I mean, it's mind-blowing that we actually get to do this. But I want to talk about Bungalow. For me, it's my favorite song, but for a lot of people, whenever I mention Bairre, especially when you guys announce, and I know I've chatted to Jeremy about it, I went on Instagram and I was talking about it, and everyone replied like, please play Bungalow on the show, please. So, I mean, you guys were also kids when you wrote all those songs. Where were you in your guys' lives when you wrote the song Bungalow?
So actually, funny story. I remember very clearly where we were when we wrote Bungalow. We were in a rehearsal space in OBS, and it was the end of like a 2-hour marathon sesh. We're sweating, fill a bathtub full of sweat in that thing. We were lying on our backs because we had to write new songs, and just nothing was coming. We were lying on our backs, just all of us except Julia, and she was just playing chords on the keyboard. And then Nick was lying and just started kind of like whistling what was like the start of Bungalow, and we were all like, oh, okay, what's going on here?
I swear I ain't team when I feel cheated and then needed. Why we're here and now? If you keep thinking where and how, and let's stop acting like we all know what comes after tomorrow.
I had a girlfriend back in Cape Town. We used to go to the Bungalow a lot down there. And then I remember we went to play a show in Pretoria. Went away once, and then it was about her. Oh, it was New Year's. I didn't get to have New Year's with her, and she went out with a bunch of like really cool people, and I was very jealous. And then so the whole song was kind of like me being angry with her for going out and having fun without me on New Year's while I was playing a show up here. Yeah, and it's like a hate love song. All the songs are all hate love songs where I'm just like trying to be cool, but really just like wishing for these people.
It's so weird because a lot of these sort of interviews that we've done, it's very similar. Like people are just randomly go, oh, there's something, and then there actually is something. Like we've chatted to a few artists who like in the car or in the shower, or like one kicked a trolley, and you know how the wheel spins on a trolley, and she was like, oh, there's something there, and then she went home and wrote a song, and I was like, what is this? I want to talk about your guys' sound specifically. I mean, it's not just in Bungalow, but it's pretty much in every sound. Like, you guys revolutionize how indie pop sounds in South Africa. Because a lot of people, like, they'll take the guitar, okay, a little bit of bass, a little bit of drums, and they'll go, okay, cool, I think we're in a good place here. You guys have added like so many different instruments at so many different times, including harmonies and melodies that hadn't been heard before. How does that work? Like, especially in Bungalow, because the break, my favorite lines are the Dear Nicholas line, hello there, Dear Nicholas. Like that whole, it's so mind-blowing. We listen to it in headphones, like the left and right. Tell me, how do you go about building something like that?
Yeah, the Bungalow is a special one. I'd say like kind of our sound is, Kyle and I have like very similar tastes, but then with the twins are just incredibly beautiful in the way they like listen to music, but also play music, and their background was very different to ours. And I think without them, we'd be kind of a stock standard kind of indie band, and they kind of bring out that more orchestral side of Kyle and I's writing. And I remember it was almost like a lot of the writing I'd start and I'd just be like, what could I do to like really test the twins? Because you could throw anything at them and they could do whatever they want. So that break in Bungalow, I wrote the bridge, and I was like, guys, I need you to sing this part because it's like a letter to me, and you need to sing the girl part. And they're like, cool. And then I was like, but I want you guys to do one word each and like not sing it like together, because otherwise everything had just been sung together. And I was like, okay guys, sing it one at a time. And I think there's a video online of them doing it, but just going like, and just going back like the twin telepathy. Like just trying to tap into what incredible talents the twins are, and I think that's also kind of molded the sound we found. And people say like, oh yeah, it's quite an original sound, but I think all the influences are very, it's what everyone was listening to when we were writing the songs. They just kind of bring this incredible unique element, yeah, which has been great.
That bridge section was like written, it was recorded all in one take, and it took about 5 hours.
And they nailed it. Yeah. I want to watch that video again.
That was the happiest day of our lives.
Yeah.
When they finally got that down, we rejoiced.
Yeah.
That's epic. Guys, thank you so much for sitting down with me. I really, really appreciate it. Congrats on your 2 comeback shows, and I hope we see a couple more reunions in the future. Maybe some new music. I don't know if you want to reveal. Maybe, just maybe.
It's a lot of talk.
We've given you Bungalow, guys. Just give us some breathing room, please. That was hard enough.
But yeah, thank you, Nick. Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Cheers. There we go. Top 40 on 5. The story behind Bungalow with Bairre. Yo, epic days.
This is 5 FM.